Okay. Have a look. Mark and Rehan, if you can access our Google Classroom and you click on the ACM digital library, this is I will say it's a big famous database of, for our field, library information science area and even computer science. They call ACM digital library, right? And if you can access them, you can test it now. This is the topic we learned together today. Just give me some, I will give you some example of cultural heritage information. Okay. And you can see the results, right? But it's not not our focus now. It's just have a look, maybe the first one, the first record or the second record. If you Mark, yesterday we learned about qualitative research, right? Or maybe you can, okay, qualitative evaluation. But whatsoever, I need both of you to scroll down to the index terms. The index terms below the record, right? You can follow my screen and you can see the index terms. What is this results looks like? Mark or Rehan, just give me some short answers.
Computing. Okay. Methodology, modeling stimulation. It's look like a
keyword.
Yeah. Maybe it's the words come from the article, right? Or assigned by the authors of the paper sometimes, but actually they use
AI.
I would say it's half between human made index and artificial intelligence. They're half. Yeah. What these kinds of index terms look like? Yeah, it's generated by AI. Yeah, no doubt about that. But how this looks like?
Physical science, engineering, mathematics of computing.
How about the gray? Dark gray color.
I think the dark gray is the main. The main keyword, like
yeah,
applied computing and the psychoscience of engineering and engineering.
Yeah, you're right. But or how about the light gray color?
The light gray, I think, is the narrow terms, like the narrow subject.
Yeah. So if you want to search further, right, or search beyond the dark grays, maybe you can, you got an idea, right? So I would say this is a new way of displaying some kinds of controlled vocabularies, right? Like a subject headings, because based on the keywords that we found in the research paper, sometimes they just have, to be honest, it's quite a little bit simple, right? Because they are alphabetical order, right? From A to Z or A to Z. I think it's not, they didn't show the relationship among the key terms, right, or the index terms. But compare with the ACM, digital library database, I think it's better because they give you some kinds of the relationship, and I will say this is a hierarchy. So the structure, right, of the keywords or of the index terms. So you can see the dark gray terms and light gray terms that maybe, yeah, just like you say, this is I mean, these two words is main subject headings, right, index terms. But on the other hand, the light gray could be, you know, if you feel curious to search further, maybe you can try the specific one, right, like a simulation theory or system theory, some kind like that. And yeah, they have some kinds of broader term and narrower term, right? They have the step, you know, hierarchy from the broader to the narrower, right? So this is you know, some kinds of, I say, new way of displaying subject headings, because they try to display relationship amongst index terms, right? So this is I would say this is the new and, you know, innovative, some kind like that. So if you have a chance to design and develop an information system in any kinds of organization, or even, you know, some kinds of digital collections or digital archives, maybe this kinds of, you know, index term displaying should be, you know, like your alternative or optional methods for you to do or to improve your system, right? Because it's quite and just Mark asked questions. These kinds of displays come from, I would say it's 50% from human-made index, right? Because you have to specify or create some kind of index term first, and then run by the AI to learn from the keywords or abstracts of the research papers, that, you know, instead of reading it all, right? You just let the machine to read it for you, and, you know, suggest some kinds of, you know, index term that's suitable for the research papers. But I will say, to be fair, in the academic world, it's quite easy to assign subject headings or keywords or even index terms, because, you know, they have a direct meaning, right, in the title or even abstract. Now, I will say, no, if you compare with the fiction, it's quite hard to assign the subject headings, right, because they have some kind of hidden meaning in the message they try to communicate with the audience. But for the research, it's quite, you know, qualitative evaluation of cultural information modeling is the exact word, the exact meaning, right, that they try to communicate with the audience. So no problem about that. Okay. Should be. And another one, if I bring you to the in library and information science or information studies, we talking about thesaurus. The thesaurus.
Yes.
Yeah, thesaurus. And the important thesaurus in our fields is a UNESCO thesaurus, because they, you know, has an expertise in you say, you know, education, culture, natural science, social and human science, communication and information. So this is you know, and important thesaurus that you can, get to know or get to use it as a, as a handbook or guideline for you when you try to develop thesaurus or even taxonomy for yourself. But to be fair, UNESCO thesaurus, the UNESCO, they developed the thesaurus just, for their responsibility or their roles, and then they try to support these kinds of the field of study around the world, or even their documents, right? Their internal documents. So bear in mind that maybe it's not cover contents or information that you organize in real life sometimes, but it's a good way to consult with them, consult with the thesaurus before you start designing, to control vocabulary by yourself. Okay. Look at the left-hand side of UNESCO thesaurus. They have alphabetical browsing, so from A to Z, and hierarchical browsing, as I mentioned previously in the ACM digital library database. They have a hierarchical browsing, right? And they have a linked data Sparkle endpoint, and we can talking about and test something maybe in the the next weeks, or the next 2 weeks. And yeah, you can see the abbreviations of scores. Stand for simple knowledge organization system. Simple knowledge organization systems. So you can Google and read the history and some kinds of introduction to scores. Simple knowledge organization. And but if you say it looks like the book classification in the library, they try to classify the content or grouping the information. Yeah, but not just about 10 main groups like Dewey, right? But you can decide by yourself how many groups or how many classes that you can assign to your thesaurus or your taxonomy. So have a look. Okay. Look at the symbol first. The first one that I think Marx mentioned about this, because Library of Congress subject headings, maybe they lack, or even they have few scope notes, right? So just Marx say they start from 0, so it's just floating words sometimes, so it's not easy to apply to your work when you assign subject headings for your work, right? But UNESCO thesaurus, they have scope note to provide an explanation on using the given descriptor, and they use this word, not index term or subject headings, but they use descriptor instead. So you can you note the difference between thesaurus, UNESCO thesaurus and Library of Congress subject headings. They use different terms. And MT comes from micro thesaurus. So number and name of micro thesaurus to which the descriptor belongs. Why? Because now many descriptors, they overlap between the field, you know, like when you're talking about information systems in the library and information science, information studies, they have the term information system, and you know, in the computer science as well, they join or they create the term or they call the term information system, but different meaning or maybe slightly different in the scope of the term and information system, right? So they have a micro thesaurus to show the overlap of the terms, right? And they have a useful, yeah, we call control vocabularies. So they got some kinds of synonym or near synonyms, and they just, you know, control you to use to use you know, the other words or the official word instead, or the proper names, right? And the other one is broader terms, narrower term, or related terms. So now it's your turn for Rehan and Mark. Can you search some terms and show your screen the result from the you know, UNESCO thesaurus, and maybe you have briefly explained what happens to the results after you pick up some terms that maybe you are interested in your research topic. Stop sharing.
It's like UNESCO.
But the UNESCO covers only 5 fields of study. So and the last one they call related concepts. So they use RT, right? So they have some kinds of temporary culture, cultural conditions, or cultural nationalism. So this is give you you know, the concepts around the main group or the main class of, you know, the domain of the culture under the culture domain. So you can look around and, you know, have a broader term, a narrower term, or related concepts. Sorry, the concepts now they call the concept because they didn't mention about, you know, I would say literary meaning, right? Literary meaning. So they just go beyond that. They're talking about the concepts instead. So yeah, this is a good example from the UNESCO thesaurus, right? So any question? So what do you think? Is this better or worse when you compare with Library of Congress subject headings list? What do you think, Rehan? If you got the experience of using Library of Congress subject headings, and when you see the UNESCO thesaurus, what do you think? What's the difference?
I think for now, UNESCO thesaurus is more accessible and like more simple rather than LCSH, because sometimes, yeah, we need to screen our
yeah
because it's like a lot of information. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to clarify, maybe I'm confusing. So that concept of the UNESCO mean is like the categorized by the with the cascading. For example, if I would like to save some, keep some archive or keep some kind of information, the way they structure that the information category is under these concept or under this category, is it like that?
Yeah, they try to represent the relationship among the key terms, right? Oh, Mark, you mentioned good. Maybe you can use the term search, right? Search the term with archive. Yeah, I'm curious to know that now. Yeah, you can, and you can see the level, right, or the relationship level between the terms of archives. Yeah, I want to know. Please, Mark, can you search the terms? I mean, not just browse, but you can search the term. Yeah, text to search, and you maybe digital archive or something like that. And yeah, I'm curious to know what will happen.
Or not,
oh no. Oh yeah, you can't use the you can't use the search search term. Oh, Rehan, actually I think your problem is maybe you have to use alphabetical browsing or hierarchical browsing, or browse them instead of use a search term. Yeah, they didn't allow you to do that. So it's time to have a case. Yeah.
I think when the screen like show us the information is not secure, just click send anyway.
Send anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like the browser is quite sensitive, right?
Yeah.
Send. Okay. But I will say the advantage of UNESCO Thesaurus, I think, is they provide you 5 official languages in the world, right? I mean, they have some kinds of Spanish, English, Francais, French, right? So it's a good one. Or Russian.
So that means the way of UNESCO categorized by the hierarchical structure.
Yeah.
Which concept it under which kind of group.
Yeah.
So this is the architectural structure of the concept.
Yeah. Finally.
So when you specify the heading, you can use that concept or that kind of word in the subject heading to categorize the information.
Yeah. But I will say for subject heading list, sometimes they rely on literary meaning. You know what I mean? Literary meaning. So house is a house, but actually UNESCO Thesaurus, they use the word concepts. So house equals apartment, right? Or accommodation, or shelter. It's the same concept, right? Because this is the place that humans stay. So this is the concept. I love this one, because they just go beyond the terms that you see, and this is the concept. It's the concepts about it. Yeah, on Mark's screen they're talking about social and human science, right? So, and they say, oh, human behavior, but the concept is, there's many sub concepts under human behavior, and there's emotion, psychological effects, and something like that, and unconscious. Yeah, everything is a concept. So they have some kind of I say mutual understanding. We understand each other together, right? Maybe it's go beyond the literary meaning, or they have, you know, not they try to overcome language barriers. So I think this is a good idea to develop this kind of thesaurus. It's better than Library of Congress subject headings list. But anyway, to be fair, Library of Congress try to improve its subject headings list as well. So they try to use a thesaurus structure, right? Broader term, narrower term, and related terms. Yeah, I'm quite sure with that progress. So they try to develop their subject heading list looks like a thesaurus. And as you can see from the screen, they call SCORS, right? Simple Knowledge Organization System. Sorry, SCORS, SKOS. Okay, and maybe the next break, the next session, we will learn how to create some kinds of thesaurus, right? That looks better than Library of Congress subject headings list. Okay, we can have a 5-minute break now, and see you at 10:20, right? Yeah.
And 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, I always look at Burmese time and
oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Also, you. I mean, in Myanmar, it's quicker.
9:43.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. Thai time.
Also,
Bangkok time.
Also, your time is like a Singapore and Malaysia, right, Mark?
I think it's late.
+8, right?
Yeah, 30 minutes late.
Oh, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, 30 minutes late.
That's fine.
Okay. So see you at 10:20 Bangkok time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Rehan and Mark, could you access the I mean our third assignment?
Oh, yes, sir.
Click on the unique lexicon. Rehan, if you can access, can you share your screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I think I need
tell
to
you how to how to use unique lexicon for our exercises or homework.
perhaps
Okay, stop sharing.
I should stop my video because sometimes the internet
Okay.
yeah not going well. Okay, sir.
And Mark, if you back to Bangkok, maybe next week we can have a face-to-face classroom.
Yes. Should be.
Oh, sorry, Rehan, to interrupt you. Mark, how about your situation now? I mean, because you told me you face some kinds of terrifying.
With a lot of things.
Okay, but everything's okay for you.
Seems to be okay.
Okay.
There are a lot of things. One thing is my documentation. The documentation, I think when I cross the airport, I have to wait and see how they respond me, because normally they will ask me the another table money.
Okay.
So there at the immigration counter they ask me money.
Okay. They try to check exactly who's go out and who's coming in the country.
This is the one thing. The another thing is the organizations like I'm taking the responsibility of the information management. What they are happening now is Myanmar. There's a race of the infected malaria is 5 times.
Oh.
5 times. It's
okay.
It is also Myanmar and Mekong region. So like border area of the Thailand. So
Oh, yeah.
the problem is the global funds we are handling for the HIV, AIDS, TB, malaria, but the malaria is 5 times and it's difficult to control now.
Oh.
And also the neighbor country might have effect because of a lot of how to say refugee they're out of the country and they're coming back like this way, and also the COVID is raised. We found that information, so they need some kind of intensive how to say intensive response. Plus another problem is inflation rate in my country. It's
some kind of health crisis, right?
Thai baht, it's a crisis. It's 1 Thai baht is equivalent to the 50 jet. But now 1 Thai baht is within 2-3 weeks, 1 Thai baht began 90 jet.
It's increased quite,
increased 40 jet.
Highly increased.
Very highly increased. So the problem is when the organization gives you the US dollar and sign, the rate is quite low at that time. With the government rate and black market rate is like that. It's very different. So the government, so after they sign, there is a long process. So when the donor give the money to the organizations, the amount is very few. The outside is all the prices raised like that. Nobody can walk. So there are a very, very difficult situation of the complication. So what they happen is they don't want me to stop the job. If I stop, the problem is they don't have another one to train again, because this time is very critical.
Okay.
To get the new people and to train that people to grab the that kind of thing within 6 months.
They try to cut the budget right now.
It's not cut the budget. They can give the budget. Even something like they can give me some kind of assistance or anything like that. But just the problem is, what I am thinking is I supposed to stop this one, and because of the
interrupt you. This is a Rehan screen. So Mark, can you follow the instructions? And you can access to Unilexicon. We have learned how to use it because you can use Unilexicon for our homework to learn how to create thesaurus like a UNESCO thesaurus, right? And okay, this is a good tools. They call taxonomy editors, but do not confuse about the term they use. So for the library and information science on information studies, they use the word thesaurus because they try to display the relationship between the terms, right? Or broader term, narrower term, or related terms. But taxonomy is come from, I would say it's come from biologists, right? Because they have a like a animal as a broader group or the broader terms, and they have mammals as a subdivision, and cat, right? They have a broad, narrow, and narrower, right? So the same concept, I would say that, but they use different words from, but they just borrow the terms taxonomy from the biology field. And again, before you can use Unilexicon, you have to sign up first. Rehan, could you sign up? Okay.
Oh yes, sir.
But now you can stop sharing because maybe it is your personal data. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
And when you are ready, just open the screen again. Share the open or share the screen.
Yes, sir.
Mark as well. You can
Still loading
sign up
because
Unilexicon now.
Yeah. Okay.
You set up your password already, and click on the remember the password. Me too, because I always am lazy to remember my password. I just click on the remember your password on the browser.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Rehan, you ready? Okay,
Yeah.
clap. Yes, it's a good one. So just have a try, right? So maybe you click on the tab vocabularies first. Okay, to look at some examples. Okay, and scroll down to explore vocabularies. Yes, and maybe the first one or management. It depends on your products or management. Anything else that you can click on to see some examples or cultural change. And why not? Yeah, or management. Oh, thank you. You can see they show the taxonomy relationship between words, between concepts. Sorry, now we do. I'm always use librarian's words. Concept, the concepts instead. So the management should be the bigger one, right? And when you click on the red dot, they will show the narrower concepts again and again. Yeah, this is an example that you can try one. Now it's your turn to create taxonomy like this, but don't be scared. It's easier than you think. Okay. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Rehan. Can you get back to the management concept again? Sorry.
Oh,
Or
okay.
cultural change. It depends on you. Yeah. Okay. And look at the left hand side at the top. They have a switch view. Okay. And you click on, so they can change the view for you. It depends on your your favorite display that you can choose. The first one, you can click on cars and order priorities. Thank you, Rehan. And they will show, yeah, they say card sorting. If you come from the field of user experience, UX design, they say this is card sorting. They have business management, industrial management, and knowledge management in the same level, right? And they have sub level on the light blue color, financial administration and risk management, and you got white color as a sub level as a project management. So you think like a hierarchy, right? The hierarchical idea. Rehan, any?
Is it like a classification, like, sir? So
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's look
the
classification.
brother and the narrow sum. Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah, it's a classification. But what the difference from they differs from DOE because you don't know in advance how many concepts you classify. You know what I mean? But for DOE, they just set up 10 main classes in advance, right? So sometimes there are a new one or new concept. It's very hard or very difficult for you to classify them into the previous or pre-existing classes. You know what I mean? But for the taxonomy, they just allow you to be flexible. So you can, move it around or even overlap things together, that is the advantage of taxonomy or thesaurus. Okay, and maybe you get back. Oh, sorry, Rehan, you can drag and drop the concept. Can you try some? Yeah. Okay, you can swap. Okay, and you can swap and overlap, or even across the classes, the subclasses. Yeah, depends on you. It's quite free. If you prefer class sorting like this, you can show this field, right, instead of mind map. I would say it's the main screen. They provide you like a mind mapping
Yes.
techniques. Yeah, but if you prefer class sorting techniques, why not, right? After you finish your mind mapping, and then you just change a little bit of your concepts across the classes. Why not? You can use drag and drop of the card sorting, right? And you can get back to editing, please. Okay. And switch view. The third, the second view, the tree or nested list. Yeah, please click on. Yeah, this is a simple one, right? Like an outline. You got the main topic and subtopic and even subtopic. Yeah, again. So for me, I quite familiar with this kind of tree structure for me.
Oh.
because they have a 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's like numerical order. And the third one, switch view again, and tabs and drop down, please.
Oh.
Okay, it's a tab. It's demo, right? So they didn't allow you to do that thing. Okay, but anyway, this one. And the last one, okay, they got, you can click the tab. Yeah. This looks like, on the database, right? They have a tab and you can click on the each concept. And the last one, click on switch view again. You can export your create some like a JSON course or CSV. Could you click on CSV? Yeah, CSV first. Yeah, because you can open with Excel, Microsoft Excel. It's quite easy to manage one. Yeah, and you can click on CSV. They have a column, right? Okay. Yeah, this is maybe say metadata, right? Metadata of the taxonomy. Yeah, it's quite convenient to learn, like to learn how to create taxonomy, like a shortcut. It's a shortcut for you, for Mark and Rehan to learn taxonomy building in the easy way. Right. This is CSV, and you can open this file with Microsoft Excel because they have a CSV format. Right? And we can learn JSON or cost file format when we learn linked data topic in the next few weeks. Okay, thank you. And Rehan, you can get back. Now it's your turn. Mark and Rehan, you can create the new one. Okay, crap. get back to your, okay, start your vocabulary. And, okay, to make it easier for Mark and Rehan to do your homework, I provide you some kinds of subject headings. Yeah, click on Thesaurus Home on the right hand side of www to archivist.org. Okay, crap. Okay. This is Thesaurus based on subject heading list. I will say this is the librarian style. So this is your job to transform the librarian style to become, SCORS or UNESCO Thesaurus, right? Simple knowledge organization system. Yeah, even they use the word Thesaurus Home, but it looks like subject headings list. It's a literary meaning, right? So it's your job, Mark and Rehan, to transform. I use this word, transform subject heading list to become simple knowledge organization system or thesaurus. Yeah. So you can, okay, from the original source of the Thesaurus Home, as you can see, they call Thesaurus for use in college and university archives. So, in Chulalongkorn University or even Indonesian university, they have their own museum, right? Or archives. So this thesaurus help you to organize, you can see they use terms again, not concept, right? but for UNESCO thesaurus, they use the word concept. So think about the concept, not terms. Okay, but what I want to assign both of you, you should pick up some groups of the thesaurus. Rehan, can you scroll down the screen, please?
May I?
Scroll down to browse. Yeah, topic facet. Okay, thank you. Too much. Okay. Rehan and Mark, can you pick up one of group or topic facets from this source, from this original source, like academic affairs or classes of person, corporate culture, and transform this topic facet to become the thesaurus concept by using unilexicon to transform it.
So
you understand my instruction now?
We searching by this. Oh yeah. So for example, so we found out.
Okay, if you can choose sports first. Sports. Academic affairs should be a little bit complicated. Okay. Sports. Yeah. Okay, and they got the hierarchical relationships, right? But their displays looks like subject headings, alphabetical, a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, this is your job, Mark and Rehan. This is your job to transform subject heading list to become real thesaurus by using unilexicon. As you can see, yes, they call hierarchical relationships, right? But what a shame. No, it's just types of sport, right? I don't know what kinds of the relationship, right? Looks like maybe this is your job to group different types or different kinds of sports first, right? I don't know how to group them. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just suggest you simply success is like a indoor or outdoor sport. Or the sport that, yeah, or sport that you can play with equipment, or sport that you can't play with, you know, equipment, something like that. So it depends on your judgment now. So my scoring, or my scoring criteria, it depends on your idea now.
Okay.
Yeah, believe me, no right or wrong. Mark, don't think too much. I just I just have a look at your idea. Me too, because I don't know how to group university sports, right? But I say indoor and outdoor, or equipment or non-equipment sport. Maybe I'm wrong, because this is sports in the university. You know, in the university, it's quite different from, you know, professional sport like that. So it depends on your judgment, on your justification to, you know, show the idea how to organize or how to create real thesaurus, yeah, to show the relationship among the university sports. Okay, so what a shame, right? They call hierarchical relationship, but there's no hierarchy at all at the moment. So it's your job. And if you think about, you know, maybe if you start with Unilexicon and they provide you mind map, but you don't like this style, you can change, you know, as you can see, yeah, you can change class sorting, or even tree structure. I prefer like this, class, you know, tree structure, or even tab, right? So it depends on you to change. Okay, you remember some kind of like this dashboard. And Rehan, can you get back to Unilexicon, and I will teach you how to create a new one. Oh, click at the Unilexicon, get back to Unilexicon.
Yes.
Thank you. And now, on the yellow one, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, start your vocab. Just a mock up, right? We mock up the thing. Okay, so new vocabulary should be, I would say, sports, right? Just easy one. Sports. Okay. Like Mark have comment earlier, right? We need description. So sport. Can you define the description? I will say activities. Yeah, activities. University students can join, right? I say that's a silly one. Okay. Yeah. Just try some. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And language should be English. Okay. And private. Okay. So sometimes the description or explanation of sport, where you get these kinds of descriptions from, right? So you can, if you just think about by yourself, it's okay, your idea, so no need to mention the source. But if you let me give you some example. If you follow UNESCO thesaurus, maybe you can have copy and paste that link. Okay. Or UNESCO, maybe you try some. Yeah, UNESCO thesaurus, that's fine.
So now it's safe.
Okay, safe. And that's it for sport, right? And you can create, add that. You click, add the sport. Yeah, this is the sub concept now, right? And maybe I will say outdoor. Sorry, outdoor first. Outdoor sports. Yeah. Okay, and create some. Maybe you can, Okay, and add another one. Indoor sports. Yeah. And create. Yes. Okay, and maybe add another one to make it yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Click at the sport and plus yeah, the +1, and you say water sports. Okay. Okay, grab. That's enough now. Okay, and outdoor sport, maybe you can add up with football, and you click on outdoor sport first. Okay, and add, yeah, football or soccer. Now, right, Mark, as you know, soccer is American, right? American word, but football is for English, you know, in general. So this is maybe you have to provide description, right? So you have to, the concept is the 11 players, they play in the field, right? And play together in the field and, you know, chasing the one ball. So this is called football in English, but called soccer in American culture. So maybe you have to make a decision which word you use to do that thing. Okay. And you got outdoor sport, and you know, again you can create add up at the outdoor sport again, Rehan, to make it clear. Yeah, which kind of outdoor? I will say running, running, or jogging.
Running.
Okay, okay, and create. Okay, see, you got 5 concepts now. Yeah, and
Football.
yeah, and to make it clear, you can switch the view at the top of the right hand side. You switch the view. Oh, sorry, Rehan, you get switch view to become card sorting first. Oh no, not that instruction. Switch view.
Hello, sir.
Switch view. Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
click
So
on,
sorry, my.
yeah, card sorting. And look at. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, sorry, this is the free version. Okay. Forget it. I get back to the mind map. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just for learning, right? They ask for a subscription. Okay, that's fine. No problem. So you can create only for the mind mapping. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
And save one. Okay.
Hello, sir. Yeah.
When you finish, you just click on, you know, the button.
Save.
Yeah, save button. Okay, fine. That's fine. And when you, Rehan, to check up that it's okay, you click on your profile. Yeah.
Oh,
okay, and yeah, you got that sport, right? And click again. It will show up your product. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry, there's many functions we have to pay. So it's okay.
Yes.
Just learn the concept, right? Just learn the idea how to build up taxonomy or, you know, thesaurus, scarce thesaurus. So again, me too. I have to remind myself. We think about concept, not terms, right? Concept, not terms.
Yes.
But anyway, at least you have to choose between soccer and football, right? But you have to tell user, just Mark mentioned earlier that we talking about, you have to let users know that you choose, you make a decision to choose football rather than soccer. Because they're, you know.
So, I think for the assignment, how we can submit this one?
You have to
download.
I will say download and export the file with CSV format, because I can open CSV file from, you know, with with Microsoft Excel. Okay. Again, to make sure Mark, thank you for your asking. Mark, hey, Rehan, can you click at switch view? Switch view. Thank
Yes, sir.
you. And export CSV. Yeah. So if you wanna submit your homework. Oh no.
Still to pay. Yes,
Oh, sorry. That's tricky one. So maybe you have to can you get back again? Get back to your profile again, and you can click on download at the sport no in the middle, yeah, in the middle of concept mapping. Oh no, they didn't allow to do that. Mark and Rehan, do you mind if you capture your screen to show? Yeah, capture your
like this, sir.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
One thing I'm thinking about, how many hierarchical level until we have to do, because some level 4 or 5 can be possible.
To make sure, I assign you only one group or one class of of the thesaurus for university archive. Yeah, you just choose only one class. Don't do too much because we have a limited use of free version of taxonomy. Okay, so anyway, I'm so sorry, but you can capture the screen, and submit to
is it possible to do something like the own concept? Because without thinking, it's like social sector. In our social support, under the social support, there is a humanitarian response and development response. The development sector, social sector, humanitarian sector is different. So and also humanitarian, there is an emergency response and also survival response, something like that. In development, there is also different sector like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Mark, good question. So that's why we call taxonomy, right? Because it's quite more flexible. You can change it later because the next few weeks or the next year you found that maybe the classes that you assign previously is not fit or is not suited for the new concept. Maybe you can swap and even change or even double, right? You have a repeat the concept in different in different groups. It depends on you. It's quite flexible and practical, right? Rather than classification in the library. The classification in the library is quite fixed because they're strict to because there are many resources in the library rather than your organization. So it depends on your organization as well.
If we pay the money for these accounts, we can generate the picture or the...
if you pay or you subscribe for Unique Lexicon and they create, and there are many organizations, they become the Unique Lexicon customers, and they say they use open source. So if you pay, that you can create interface. Your own interface.
But they're only on the websites, so that the user has to go to the website and see that.
Yeah, but it's quite easy, right? I mean, you can reduce your time to spend for training your colleagues, right? Because it's quite easy to understand the concept of taxonomy because they visualize them on thinking in pictures. Right. Otherwise, Mark, you will get trouble because you have to train them how to create taxonomy, and you have to, give them the background of subject heading like this. Maybe it's a waste of time, right? Waste your time to do that.
I'm thinking because I have to provide the capacity building. One, they are archiving the file type, so the concept have to be separate like that. So.
Why not? I mean, if you have a try just for 1 month or 1 year, and after that, if you think it's not work, you just export the file, right, and open the file, yeah, with CSV format. I think it's fine, right? It's fun. It's okay for me because you didn't lost your file, right? But it's but I think this is an easy way or a shortcut to learn how to how to build taxonomy for the practitioners. I will say, yeah, Rehan and Mark, I have to emphasize that you learn practices, right? I mean taxonomy practices. You don't okay. When you work in real life, maybe after you finish our program, you learn, a very strict and very formal and very so academic, right? But this help you to it help you to adapt, right? Because you know the strict one, the stricter one, and then you can make it simple rather than that. At least you have a guidance, or you can rely on the the structure that you know well, right? And I hope so that in real life you can adapt. Okay. Oh, like a unique lexicon. Oh, it's an easy one, but just like I can say the thesaurus of university archive or library of Congress subject heading list. Maybe you can just don't spend too much time and budget to create a new one, right? You can adapt the existing scheme or the existing classification and make it simple for other people. I think it's okay. This is your job done, right? In real life. No need to create Mark's classification or Rehan's classification scheme, right? I'm joking. Okay. Okay, that's it for today. So any question about homework, Rehan? So thank you. Any question? Not yet.
I think not yet, sir.
Okay. Whatsoever, you can email me and ask for something, and I promise Mark and Rehan, I will rate my homework, yeah, as soon as possible. But for the first assignment, it's fine. Yeah, both of you. Yeah, I'm happy with your first assignment, but the second assignment is there's a right or wrong answer, right? Don't get me wrong. Maybe you are not got 10 points for the second assignment.
Yeah, I also still like still confused with the third with the last the metadata scheme, because yeah, I already searched on LCSH and also the OCLC, but still not proper, I think. Yeah, because the illustration still like not provide all of the information.
Okay.
So yeah.
Rehan, maybe let me comfort you, because this is introduction course that I give you an overview of many kinds of techniques. I mean, for your homework, I think I'm happy with yeah, your works, because we spend only 2 hours to learn metadata, right? but for some school, you spend at least 1 semester to learn metadata. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. So I'm not I'm not have a high hope too much about your homework. That's fine. I just to check your understanding of the concept of metadata. Me too. We need time to get used to the metadata schemes or metadata practices. Maybe you can spend 1 year or 1 semester to learn that. But for the homework, it's just an introduction. And if you show me your understanding what is metadata looks like, I'm okay with that. Okay. Okay, crap. Don't think too much, Rehan. But thank you for your for your effort.
Yes, sir.
That thing.
But
Okay,
by the way, Rehan, you already got the student ID card. The real
Yeah, I already got it. So let me show you.
Okay.
show Mark your ID card. Oh,
I haven't got it. But I got the